Haven't gotten the notification yet.
I have, so it looks like we are live.
Yay!
So I'm gonna share this real quick, maybe.
Hello, everybody, whoever's on right now.
Hello, welcome to Table Talk.
Yes.
Although we're early, we'll wait. We'll just kind of.
It's been several weeks since it was the two of us on Table
yeah,
Talk.
because you were out and then I was out and then yeah.
We've had guests and they were wonderful guests, Brian and Abby.
They're still alive. They still are wonderful guests.
They
They're just not
are
with
wonderful
us.
guests
Yeah.
if they're watching.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
can hear
there's a
myself.
delay. I
know.
apologize. So I'm going to share this real quick. So, right post, hashtag Joy Table Talk.
Joy.
Or just Joy.
Everybody needs it, especially now. So we decided to talk about 3 ways that you can have more joy this holiday season. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna. We changed the time slot for many reasons. One was I know we had some feedback. Not everybody get on the middle of the day, and it's awkward. People want to be in the moment, and so we're trying this time slot out.
Yeah. We'll see if
So
it works.
let us know the feedback. Let us know. I would love for you guys to share this. So if this is important, if you feel like there's some value to this, we want to do things that reach people, that change people's hearts and minds, and we hope in these conversations that we're at least having some kind of dialogue that will maybe change the way people think about stuff, or God, or whatever that is. And so if you guys don't mind, if it's important to you, share it, give us feedback, let us know about that. So yeah, how long has it been? A month since you and I?
It's been a while because we skipped a week for Thanksgiving. We took a break too.
Took a break of Thanksgiving. I wasn't here last week.
I was
and
gone
you were gone
too.
last. So a month.
It's been a month.
Wow.
Wow.
The dynamic duo is back together.
And this time, Michael is so bronze. It's like he's bronze and I'm not at all. Like,
Well,
I'm so pale.
it's not that different than normal, but.
Well, true, but it's like more markedly different today. I noticed.
So
it.
I went to this spray booth, right? And no, that's not true. That's not true. I just.
Would you ever do that? Honestly,
Have you seen the Friends episode
no.
where Ross?
Amy has.
Well, there's 2 different Friends episodes. One is his white teeth. The other one, he goes to the spray booth and he goes like 3 shades darker than he's supposed to. And he's like, I mean, it's awkward, right? Or is it the same episode where he gets the spray booth and the white teeth? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's 2 different episodes.
I can't remember. I know I've seen like all the Friends episodes, but it's been a long time, so.
I'm gonna start getting back
Yours
together.
doesn't look orangey fake, but I just wonder.
It's
if,
real. This is real
right,
sun.
It's real, so
Yeah.
it doesn't. But would you ever get in a spray booth if you were pale like me? Would you ever consent to that? I've never done it myself. So anyone out there ever been in a spray booth? Tell us about it.
Yeah, how was your experience?
Yeah.
It'll bring you joy. Now, sunshine brings me joy.
It does.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or is it happiness?
Well,
Who
that's
knows?
why. Okay, that's why I've been in a tanning bed because, like,
Yeah.
they say that the UV rays, like,
Vitamin
cure,
D.
Yeah, they cure the winter blues or whatever. So I've
Yeah.
definitely done that. But to me, a spray tan, that's not vitamin
That's-
anything. That's just orange spray on your skin. How does that bring joy? But you look better, so maybe that's what the part.
Am I glowing?
You're glowing.
For those of you who don't know, I took a hiatus from Facebook for everything, and so I didn't post anything, but I got to go to Hawaii for 5 days. And so we just got back yesterday. I am still jet lagged because we got on a plane Sunday at like 8 and then flew all through the night. I got back yesterday.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh.
We literally flew through the night to get back, and so, and I'll talk about it in this coming week's sermon. But we all have to wear masks, but I had to wear a mask for like 8 hours straight, which is 7.5 hours. Like, whoo! So I get hot and like sweaty, and it makes
You get a
me
little nauseous when you're hot and sweaty.
gives me anxiety. Yeah, it's not good. So anxiety is one of those things, fear, and I'll dig into this some this week. So there's a little spoiler for you. Come check us out this week for this Sunday. But this week we're talking about joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great person. I love her. And
Joy Steincross.
yeah,
Amy Bartlett, has anyone said anything about their spray tan experience before we get started? I just want to know.
do spray tans bring you joy?
Has anybody done that or had a bad
I think Allison could be talked into doing it.
It's supposed to be better for you than the tanning bed, like the cancer-causing tanning bed.
Don't they have tanning beds now that like cancel out the bad stuff?
I don't know. Do they?
Do we have our ongoing list of things I never thought we'd talk about on Table
This
Talk?
is one of
This
them.
might be one of them. Spray tans and tanning booths.
No one has shared their experience. Maybe they're embarrassed. Maybe it was a bad experience.
I said I had a bad. Okay. It's a joke. Sorry, I didn't remember. So joy. How do we find it? How do we What I would say is choose joy, right?
Yeah.
But that's like
But what are 3 ways we can?
participate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We came up with 3 ways.
Yeah, we're writing a book about it, and that's not true. It's not true at all. But it makes me happy to think about it. It brings me a little joy, maybe. I don't know.
So
you-
way number 1.
Wait, go. Way number 1.
Way number 1 is how to enjoy the small moments. Like, how do you guys comment about this in during the holiday season, Christmas season? How do you enjoy the small moments? What are the little things, and how do you recognize them? And I know for my family, one of the little things that we do, like, because it's day by day, literally, is a little advent calendar, and ours has not the church one, but that's important too. But ours has a little door, and you open the door for each day in December.
Like
and
Christmas Vacation one?
I don't remember that one, but anyway, okay. There's little things in there, and you take the thing out. So like day 1 was a star, and then day 2 was a.
Don't
sheep.
act like you don't have a wine
And day 3 was
advent
a
calendar.
We have that too.
The beer one, the wine one?
The wine
Yeah.
one.
So you drink a little wine?
My parents gave it to us for Christmas. So it's that and that.
Shout out to John and Shirley.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's the littlest thing. It's the smallest moment. But all of us, even though we know what all those little pieces are, because we've done it every year, like that's a thing. And my kids fight over who's going first, because whoever goes first doesn't get to do baby Jesus. So there's like this fight over no one wants to go first, because then they.
Because
don't
what
get
do
to
you,
do
on the baby Jesus?
That's on the 24th. You get to put baby.
You know he was
Jesus.
born on the
Or
25th.
25th. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
It's
that's
on the
what Jesus
25th.
born.
So
It's
you-
historical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you start, you don't get baby Jesus, so our kids still fight over it. And they're like teenagers.
In our house, no Jesus for you.
They're teenagers, and they
love
still
it.
fight over baby Jesus.
Now that's joy, right?
Yeah, joy fighting.
Joy. So, well, because I think it's important we talk about the difference between joy and happiness, right? Happiness is like maybe fleeting or circumstantial, whereas
Yeah.
joy is participating in things that can exceed the hit of dopamine, right, or the hit of what's the other word? Dopamine and I don't know, the 2 hormones your brain releases,
know.
serotonin.
Yeah.
And so that can supersede that, right? So Alice is like, yeah, sure,
What's your small, like, what's an example of the small moments that you guys, like, look forward to during this time?
Well,
You two out there, you guys come.
yeah, tell us what are the things you're looking that help you to see that joy is the thing we participate in. For my family, it starts with the decorating for Christmas. So, and I know I talk about this to death, but I love the little ornaments. You know, we just came back from Hawaii and we had an ornament and we put it on the tree. Like it's ritual, right? But it's in the ritual that we remember the story or remember, which I think can bring you some joy. It helps you to see beyond your circumstance, right?
Yeah.
So the stories, or we share stories when we put up our tree and everything, and so it's just that's one of the little things just decorated for Christmas. Christmas
Only that
music.
feels overwhelming to me, so that's
Oh, does
like
it?
a big thing.
Okay,
Well, there's just a lot to do
there's a lot.
to put out your stuff.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that sounds dumb, but there is a lot to put out, and like so it's a little like, we
Daunting.
gotta decorate for Christmas.
well,
Anyone, Amy?
oh,
Anyone
Mark
say
Boyer says
anything?
Christmas movies. Mark, I got you.
Who's said anything now yet about tanning or whatnot?
Oh,
She's stuck on the.
I think we moved off that. I don't know. No, okay, maybe not.
Christy wants to try to spray tan. She's never done it.
Okay.
She's chickened out.
Tell
She
us how
wants
it
to try.
goes, because I would like to learn from your experience before I try it myself.
Okay, so Kindle, small moments that bring her joy are her little people in her house because they're funny. And then she texts with her best friend to share the silly.
Wait,
things
like
that they
meeting
say.
her kids? Because
Her
I'm
kids.
picturing like
Her kids.
little
She
gnomes or
said-
something. I don't
she
know.
said, my little people are funny.
Okay, her
And
kids.
then, let's see. Chuck said, kids finding their elf.
Chuck, who's in the sanctuary? Chuck?
He might have walked out.
Oh, maybe not. Okay.
Wait, what? He said what? Something.
The kids, they're doing that elf on the shelf at home.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, their excitement over
Oh,
the
the
elf.
funny thing. I don't know if Sean Banks is watching, but his pictures of his elf on the shelf have been so funny.
He had the little alcoholic bottles.
So
Like,
creative.
I'm like, do you fly a lot, Sean? Where'd you get all those from?
But, yeah, he's there. He's watching. Christy says you do the spray tan first, and then
I don't want to go first. I'm the palest. I can promise you that. The one who's a little more tan should go first. It's less risky. The palest person has, like, I think, the most chance of turning orange.
Okay, so then Kendall
Absolutely.
said, usually this time of the year, they take their kids to the celebration of lights in O'Fallon, because 12 years ago, her and Dave got engaged in a horse-drawn
As in
carriage,
St. Louis area, O'Fallon?
going through the light-covered bridge.
Oh, nice. That sounds
Okay.
so romantic.
And then Kendall also says, Allison, we only have children, not gnomes.
No
running
gnomes.
around."
My daughter is obsessed with gnomes this year. She has like 3 or 4 of them in a collection already, and she's like obsessed. She's all about gnomes.
Is there a difference between a gnome and an elf?
Yeah,
Oh.
Christmas gnomes that you can't see their eyeballs. You just their hat comes down and you just see their nose, and they're like got this big old pointy hat. And you haven't seen any of those.
Well, I've
They're
seen
all
them,
popular.
but are they not just Christmas elves? They're not.
No,
I
you
know.
don't see ears. You don't see anything but their nose and like their bottom of their face.
Like from Tool Time. What is that show? Tim.
Oh, that's above
The
that's
Fence.
the fence
What's his
like
name?
this.
Yeah.
Somebody give it to me. Come on. I know you know this.
Tim.
It was Tool Time was the show on the show.
On the show,
I can't remember the
yeah.
name.
I
It
can't
was
remember.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, yeah.
Patricia
Okay,
somebody.
another thing that brings joy, Christy said the Trans-Siberian Orchestra concert.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
gonna be live streamed this year. She's
Oh,
excited.
really?
Yeah, we did a remember you did one song last year.
We did. Well,
Yeah.
did you see they reposted it today? Dave
Oh.
Costello reposted
Oh, we
it.
did.
David
Right.
Kendall
And
did,
Kendall.
yes.
We'll have to go watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Christy's husband, Rich, did the lights for us,
Yes,
and he
'cause
is
he
he
loves
has tattoos of
Trans-Siberian.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra on his
Yeah.
body. So when I say committed to them, I mean like
He
no
is-
Jesus tattoo, but he has Trans-Siberian.
He is all in.
Orchestra. Actually, he may have Jesus tattoo. I don't know. I'm just giving him a hard time, but yeah, he like did the lights for us, and he's like, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
He like set all these light scenes, and it was cool. It was like a
Yeah.
little concert in here.
I feel like we should move on to number 2. What time
Maybe.
is
What's
it?
number 2?
Yeah.
Number 2 is creating memories. I think this one's important for this year especially because this year is going to be memorable for bad reasons, but I think we should make like intentional like new choices so that it's memorable for a good reason.
Yeah, like so we decided to decorate one of our trees in toilet paper.
Did
So-
you really?
Yeah, $1 million tree.
Where's the picture?
I'm just kidding. We haven't done that.
Oh, I'm like, why hasn't
I see a lot of
that
people
been
do
on
that though.
Facebook?
Like, it's, maybe I will. We have a bunch of them.
There's plenty of toilet paper where I shop now. It
Is there?
was
Okay.
low for a while, but now there's a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, our base.
But
It's always
like
the,
making
things
new
first come up.
memories so that we have something positive to remember 2020 by, because everything's been so negative.
That's true. I just saw Amy's mom, Dorothy's watching. Hi, Dorothy. I look at my phone every now and then. She chimed in. So, the memories. What are y'all doing this year? What are you doing different
Something new.
to help keep the Christmas spirit, right? To help keep that joy around, because like even for Thanksgiving, we didn't do. Normally we have even on my family over. We trying to be safe, and so look different. We still don't know what's going to happen at Christmas, but it's what are y'all doing? What's something new you can do this year to create memories that might bring you joy in the future? Is that the best way to put it?
Yeah, well, like, okay, every single year, Ava always wants to do a gingerbread house. Ava's my daughter, and now she's in college, but she always wants to do a gingerbread house, and I never have. Like, I'm just not, I mean, they have kits and stuff, so I have no excuse, but I'm not a baker. Like, I wish I was.
We've done the kits before.
Okay, did that go well?
Yeah, because
I bought
it's
one.
like piping bags. You like just icing and stick it all together. It's fun.
Super fun.
Oh yeah.
You've done it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I bought a kit this year because I thought, all these years, Ava's been asking to do a gingerbread house, and I've never done it because I was just like, ugh, baking.
Well, do you always think you were a bad parent at Christmas,
I-
or just this year? Like, is this a bit?
Well, this year I just feel like, okay, we're gonna do something we've never done, and because it's just been it's like this year.
Mark
So-
says, Allison, get the kit.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, I got it. I think I got it from Target maybe, and so I'll post a picture. We'll see how that goes. I have a feeling that even though it's a kid, I'll still mess it up, but we'll see.
Well, you can't mess it up.
You won't
It's
mess it up,
art.
but you'll be a perfectionist, and you'll try to
Oh,
get
you
every
will.
window
But I'm
just
not
perfectly
good at that
decorated.
kind of art. Like art that you have to either draw or paint or manipulate with your hands. I am not good at that at all.
Not a hands-on person.
No,
Okay.
not good at that. Are
Well,
you?
they give you little pieces of candy. Well, yeah, It's art. Art's subjective. So I say there's never bad art. Is what
But like you feel like you're a good like drawer.
Well, but it's you decorate
I
with
didn't wanna
like
say draw.
gumdrops and like red
Right.
hots and the kits we bought, that's what we do. It has a little piece of candy so you can make roof out of it. And
Yeah.
you can pipe. It has a little piping bag to pipe
So
icing
you
onto.
think
You
you're
make-
like good and artsy at that stuff? I don't
It's
know.
fun. I don't know. It's fun. It's.
That's all that matters.
No, here we go though.
That's all
Okay,
that matters.
that's a good segue between happiness and joy, right? Happiness is we're gonna do it well so it looks good, so it gives us that hit of dopamine. Joy is being in the moment and appreciating that, which I'm not always good at. I wanna,
I would want to brag about that.
because you're a 1. You're an Enneagram 1, yeah.
Look at how I achieved this gingerbread house, y'all.
Well, I'm a 3, yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so
true.
Kindle said new memories they're making this year. They have more trees than normal, and they added a new blown up hippo because
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus will do. You guys sing! Yes!
I knew you would do that. One of their daughters has been asking for a hippo, so they finally bought her one.
That's amazing.
And Chuck
I want to
said,
inflate. How big is it?
Who knew
How
there
big's
was
the hippo?
an inflatable hippo?
Kindle, you'll have to tell us.
I did not know that.
I'm gonna get one.
I mean, I've seen reindeer, I've seen snowmen, I've seen the Bumble.
The what?
You know, from Rudolph. Isn't it
Bumble?
called the Bumble? The big
Oh!
abominable snowman guy?
No, the narwhal.
What? No,
Oh,
a
no.
narwhal lives in an ocean.
Oh yeah, that's what I think of. Wait, what?
She said it's 3.5 feet.
Oh, it's good size. Okay.
Okay, well that counts. It's
Is it outside or inside? I guess she tells that in a minute. So.
Okay, so
Bumble.
then
Okay.
Chuck said that they took their kids out of sports and gymnastics this month, and they're just focusing on being together.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
They're
good.
gonna do the gingerbread kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you have to slow down and make time for things like the
So
gingerbread
next week
kid.
we're gonna have Allison bring in her gingerbread house, or maybe the following week. I don't know.
Mark says you know you've done a great job with your kit when your kids give up and go away and you finish after an hour.
Or you're like Martha Stewart. Did you guys ever used to watch Martha Stewart when she had a show still? And like she would like fix everything that the guest would do. Like so she would let the guest do something and then she would come along
You're doing it
behind him
wrong.
and fix it.
Don't her and Snoop Dogg have a show or something now?
Oh, it's so funny.
I've never seen it, but I've heard
I
about
don't
it.
think they do it anymore, but
Okay.
it is a riot. A riot. Oh.
Oh, Christy said that you two singing "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas" just brought her joy.
You sang it a couple years ago in
Yeah.
church on a Sunday, right?
And I just messed up the words, and have had to sing that one before. But
And the hippo's in the front yard.
It is okay.
What are you doing different? Did you already say?
I don't know what we're. I went to Hawaii. I don't know.
Well, that's different. You made a different memory with your wife. That
Right.
counts.
And it happened to be over our anniversary, right? So this happened to be 16 years on Saturday, and so that was like that just happened. It just happened to play out like that.
That
so
has to make 2020 better.
it was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
We hear some of the sermon Sunday, but we did. I got to go see whales. I mean, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. We drove 2.5 hours to the other side of the island. I went to a black sand beach. Like I didn't even know those existed. It was gorgeous.
Oh.
So much fun. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
We went and saw where they filmed the opening scene of like Jurassic Park and everything.
Really?
Oh, it was cool. Yeah, it was, and then 2 different sites. Anyway,
Did you
that's a
say
whole.
you saw a volcano?
So they have helicopter stuff. We didn't do that.
Oh, I would never do a
Stacy's like no on the helicopters. So
Big no.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Rosemary said she didn't think she would put a tree up this year, but she did, and it made her joy explode.
Oh, good.
okay.
Okay, Rosemary, are you a person who does like the matchy perfect tree, or is it like the kids and their ornaments and the messy ornaments? Mine's a hybrid. I have both.
I have one for each.
Oh, I only have one tree, but well, that's not true. They have these two little things, but that's neither here nor there. I tried to make mine look nice this year with some like real ornaments, like store-bought things, and then also the kids' yucky ones are on there.
The best day. Yucky.
They are the best, but they're yucky too. It's the perfect yucky, right? I mean, it's not a bad yucky, it's good yucky.
It is in the yuckiness of life. Yeah, because they're not the prettiest maybe, but it's
Right.
just like every time y'all, it sounds creepy, but I get up and look at my tree every morning.
Just look at it.
Because every
Yeah.
single one brings back all these memories, right? Because I get up early before everybody else does. I just do. I love it. I love that. So
What time is it? Are we ready for number 3?
yeah, go to number 3. It's 20 minutes.
Number
episode.
3, is be generous. And this is important because it's hard to be generous, I feel like, when everybody is struggling. A lot of people, I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of people are struggling financially. So how can you be generous if money's tight? You know, and I think we have to be creative with ways to do that. And I don't know if anybody saw this. I just saw this today on the news this evening. This girl and her, I don't know if they're married or what, but this couple on TikTok raised $155,000, some money like that. And they gave away $1,000 tips to people in the service industry.
That's so, those, honestly, the service industry is
They're hurting right now. And I just thought, oh my gosh, these people, what a great idea. I don't know how they raised all that money, but people just started donating via TikTok somehow. And they just went around and filmed giving away $1,000 tips to all these people. And I was like, that is so creative. And it wasn't their money. Like, they raised it. And that's cool.
Any of you multimillionaires watching this want to be a part of that?
We'll do that.
We'll go around
Yeah.
and film it, and we'll go around and you know, Secret Santa in town was a thing in Kansas City, right? And used to do that, go around and give out $100 bills to people.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people know who he is now, but he actually went to our sister campus in Lee Summit. He actually went to church. So, yeah, so he was anonymous for years. He's passed away, but it was really cool. So yeah, everybody wants to be a part of that. Now so here's one of the ways that this is one of the things that I do every year. Usually on Christmas Eve, I'm working. So you've worked you get Christmas Eve off this year, Allison.
The first one in many years, and I'm going to
Probably what, 20 years, 15 years?
Close, yeah.
So usually we used to have like a 10 o'clock service and 3 or 4 and 5, all the way up till midnight, right? And so at lunch, we'd go have lunch. And one of the things that I love to do is I love to do that. I love to go, because these are people working on Christmas Eve, right? I love to go order lunch, $20, $30 lunch, and then leave a $100 tip, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a way to bless people. So, but your question was, how can we be generous because there are a lot of people though who aren't hurting. So I want to talk to both of you. If you're hurting, I hope that people are generous to you. If you're not hurting, I want to invite you to a space where you can be more generous, and it's not just money, right? It's all the things. And there's a tradition in our faith, and I talked about this a little bit a couple weeks ago, but the practice in which we get out of the funk, because throughout the history of time, the winter is the time where there's no sunlight and there's not as much sunlight. You need a tanning bed, and so we have a word for it now. It's called
like winter depression. There's a
yeah.
name
There's
for it.
There's another name for it. Anyway, so
What's the name for that?
I bet Kendall knows, and that we struggle this time of year, and the way we do that by embracing that darkness is through our generosity. So when we feel like we are lacking, find ourselves in lack, the way we get through that is by giving things away, right? And it's not just things; it's money, it's time. It's all the time, talents, and treasure was the old church word we used to say. But it's doing those things. So it's by giving of ourselves that we work through our own darkness, right? So that's kind of the analogy during Advent, when the days are literally getting shorter. And what's interesting is, so the shortest day of the year is December 21st. And December 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, there's only like a second more sunlight. On the 25th, however, and this is why 25th remains the day we celebrate Jesus' birthday, because most likely he was not born in December. They think possibly he was born in springtime. But the 25th is the first noticeable day and difference in the amount of sunlight in a day.
I never knew
Fun
that.
fact for you.
Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, fun fact for you. So the winter solstice on 21st, the winter solstice used to be the 25th.
Yeah.
That's how the tradition of celebrating Christmas started on the 25th of December. Because people are like, how did we get here? Well, the tradition is that the winter solstice used to be on the 25th. They changed calendars, but we kept the tradition. And anyway, that's all. I could give you a whole litany of history behind it, but
I feel like it's kind of that thing, like you can always find, if you're looking for it, you can always find someone who needs help more than maybe you do. I feel like there's always somebody hurting, and so maybe focusing on the fact that you can help someone else through that just distracts you from your own perspective of
and thinking of I encouraged you all just a couple of days ago to go make cards and ornaments for people in assisted living facilities. That's one of the small things. Anybody can go do that. I mean, you can get a piece of paper at home, make a card. You can make an ornament of some kind and maybe help spread a little joy to somebody And of course, there's a safe way to do it. You can take it, they can have it set, they can actually sanitize it and all that, so we're not being harmful with the spread of COVID. But there are a lot of people. My father's one of them, right? That are just struggling right now.
Alone.
The loneliness, and of course, not here to debate anything, but that effect that we have not even seen the repercussions of that yet is one that's going to be with us for a very long time. And so keeping awareness of that up is going to be very important, that we find ways to connect. And I know we've been talking about this for a while, but it's crucial that we pick up that phone and call people.
Yeah, it costs you nothing to make a
Yep.
phone call and to reach out
Yeah.
to someone and let them know that you care about them.
Yeah.
Emily had a cool story. She said a kind man bought all of my groceries at Hy-Vee, all because I let him jump in front of me in line.
Oh my goodness!
That's so
I
cool.
know. That's so sweet.
Wow.
That's on our Advent list, right? It's on our Advent calendar. Buy something for the person behind you or something like
Yeah,
that.
pay for the person.
Yes, I
behind
love
you
that.
drive.
Who said that?
Emily.
Can the people who are watching text that number still and get the advent calendar? Does that thing still send it out?
Absolutely. I'll put the number in.
Yeah, she'll do it
Okay.
on here, so.
Because the advent calendar is full of ideas, and some of them cost you nothing at all to
Well,
do.
most of them
Yeah.
don't, yeah.
That is really awesome that someone would pay for her groceries like that. That's inspiring.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Kendall did something neat. She bought small items from local small businesses and then gave them away on Facebook each day.
Oh, cool.
So she could highlight some small businesses to help them.
Yeah, she texted me today with that idea. So I love that idea of course, we try to support, there's a fine line between nonprofits and businesses, right? But we do always, when we buy stuff, try to support local. And so what she sent me was poinsettias. Is that right, Kendall? She sent me the idea of buying local poinsettias or something like that. So, love that idea. Also, yes, stop buying on Amazon. Support local as much as possible. And
I'm guilty,
So,
I gotta say.
Mark
I
asked
know.
the question, what kind of gift person are you? He specifically asked you to. Do you love giving and giving gifts equally? Or do you love giving more or getting more?
well, this gets into a deep conversation about, so there's this book called 5 Love Languages, right? So one of the 5 ways in which we express or receive love is through giving gifts. So it's quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, and gift giving are the 5 ways. And so almost all of us in some form or another. Now on my love languages, it's not the top 2. I would say the top 2 are most important. But I think I always feel special when somebody gives me something. You know, even if it's a card. I probably go. You're like ready to talk. Now go.
Okay. It gives me a little bit of nervous Nelly to like get a gift, because what if I don't like it? I get
To get what? To give or give?
Yeah, to get it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm nervous that I'm going to receive something that I don't like, and I'm not a good liar, and so
You'll see it on her face, and she'll nervous laugh. She'll do that,
Yeah,
and then you know she doesn't like it.
I don't want to be fake and like pretend I like something. If I hate it, I'm just not good at that. And so I honestly would rather like hunt for the gift and give the gift, because then I don't have to worry about my own reaction when I
The
get
Jelly
something.
of the Month Club. It's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark. Okay, so
But you'd rather receive the gift, like it doesn't bother you.
So
What if
this
you don't
is
like
the-
it? What do you do?
because I'm such a relationship, you know, like those.
So it's not about the thing.
Yeah, it's about the moment,
Yeah.
right? And so it's not the thing. This is my faith too. It's not about the thing, right? It's not actually about feeding people. It's not about the food. That's important, but that's the tool to build relationships. So for me, when somebody gives me a gift, it's an opportunity to talk. That we can have dialogue. You know, so that to me, that's the gift, right?
Like you just appreciate the giver. You don't care what it is that they.
Well,
give.
and my love languages are quality time and acts of service, right?
Yeah.
So when people do stuff for me, it means more than give me something. But I love
Are
both.
you calling me shallow?
No.
No, you should be. I am.
No.
That's bad. Then
I
all
wasn't saying that at all. I wasn't.
Then all I think about is myself and my own reaction when someone else gives me a gift.
Listen,
That's selfish. I'm selfish.
do you want to lay down on the couch? We'll have a discussion right now.
Wow. Yep.
I don't know. I think it's real. I think a lot of it. I mean,
You said the nice thing though. You're like, I care about the person. Of course you do. You're a pastor.
well, the difference between you and me is I like people. Remember? That's. No, I did just call you out on that. That's
It's okay.
She
I can
admits
take
it.
it. I can take it. I like some people.
I love our time together.
What time is it, Amy?
Awkward silence. That's good.
Oh gosh, sorry guys. I like all y'all.
I think you're gonna
do.
get some pretty fun gifts, Allison.
Oh, good.
Give her awkward stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
clothes are the worst. When someone gets you clothes and you're just like looking at it and you're like, I'll never wear that. But thank you. But I'll never wear it.
Isn't this why they have gift receipts now, though? It helps tackle this.
Yeah.
Marks.
What do you say?
Amy's face is worth it. I don't even know what
Oh yes, he's telling stories about Christmas Vacation, which, by the way, Mark, is one of the greatest movies of all
He
time.
says he's getting you a gift wrapped cat and a Jello mold this year. You know, from Christmas Vacation.
She wrapped the damn cat, right? I could just do National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation movie quotes all night. We could do a whole 30 minutes on
Oh,
this.
because Todd's name is Todd. I don't know, Margot.
Oh, Todd.
Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
That's such a great movie.
It is. Todd and I do that all the time.
I don't know, Todd.
I'm like, why is the trash on the counter, Todd?
Somebody has to buy her some kind of quote or some kind of picture that has something about Todd on there. Just put it up at Christmas, right?
My husband's name's Todd, for those of you who
Oh,
don't
yeah.
understand
I guess
the
your
joke.
name, yeah, that's.
Okay.
We have one in our bathroom, you know. Shitter's full. This is just kidding, we know. Amy's doing this in the background. Stop talking, Mike. Stop talking. Sorry, guys.
It's 8 o'clock on the
Look at that. Look at that. The
dot.
time got away
8
from
o'clock.
us.
So here, a small recap.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy the small moments. Create new memories. And be generous.
Be generous. Yeah. And hopefully that we can give you tools to do that. And that's why we exist, to enable, to help, to build people's, I don't know, ideas to come to the point where you can live these things out. And so whether that's training or like this Saturday, we're doing the little ornament kits, right? We're gonna give out ornaments that you can make with your family or make and then take somewhere. These are just, right? We're talking about practicing our faith. This is just the things we do to practice it. So
Amy's like smirking over there. Do you have a closing thought that you're reading or something?
No, I just love it. This is so much fun tonight.
Oh. I thought you were reading a funny one that you were
well, we haven't done this in a
gonna
month.
close with. Yeah.
So sad.
You're funny. You brought us all joy.
Oh, good. Happy, joy. Okay, so do the 3 things this week. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Have a great night.
Bye.
Peace.